Champions League semifinals, familiar foes meet again. And then there were four. The semifinals of the 2022-23 UEFA Champions League are upon us. Among the four teams left, three are former winners, while the other is still looking for their first UCL triumph. Here is a preview ahead of the two semifinals. We take a look at each team's path to this stage, how things look for them domestically, their previous experience in this round in the UCL, as well as a prediction as to who will be in Istanbul next month for the final. Real Madrid vs Manchester City, first leg May 9th. Second leg May 17th. These two are getting quite familiar with each other at this point. A third meeting in the last four UCL campaigns await the two. Once more, a place in the final is on the line. Real Madrid 8-1-1 record in the Champions League this season. For the 32nd time, Real Madrid will feature in a European Cup/UEFA Champions League semifinal. That is more than the other three teams remaining. Combined 27. It seems as if Los Galacticos never get tired of deep runs in the Champions League. This is the 11th time in the last 13 campaigns that Real has reached this stage at minimum. The defending champions and record holders have the best record in the UCL this season, 8-1-1 of the four remaining teams. Their sole defeat came on matchday 5 of the group stage, where they lost 3-2 to RB Leipzig. They have won all 5 matches since. Coming off a Copa del Rey final win on Saturday, Carlo Ancelotti's side is all but assured a place in the Champions League next season via La Liga, where they currently sit third with 5 games to play. Of their 31 EC/UCL semifinals before this one, Real has won 17 of them. The last time the Spanish side failed to progress from this round was 2 years ago, where they were beaten by the eventual winners Chelsea. A 6th final in the last 10 years is what Real will be pushing for. Manchester City 6-4-0. For the 3rd season running, Manchester City finds themselves part of the Final Four in the Champions League. They are also the only team remaining not to have lost in the competition in 2022-23. Bayern Munich 2029-20 was the last team to lift the UCL trophy and go unbeaten in doing so. Of City's 6 wins in the UCL this term, only one of them has come on the road. That also happened against the other Spanish side Pep Guardiola's men faced, a 4-0 thumping of Sevilla on matchday 1. The Citizens have scored 12 of their 26 goals in the Champions League this campaign in the knockout round, leading the Premier League by 1 point over Arsenal with a game in hand. It is looking likely that City will win their 5th league title in the last 6 years, and a 3rd on the trot. Add to the fact they have an FA Cup final date with crosstown rivals Manchester United. City is still in for the treble. They are also on a 20-match unbeaten run, winning their last 5. This is Man City's 4th UCL semi-final appearance. Remarkably, 2 of those 3 previous 3 showings came against Real Madrid. On both occasions in which they faced Real in this round, the English club fell to defeat. They won their other UCL semi-final, topping Paris Saint-Germain in 2020-21, before ultimately losing to Chelsea in the final. Prediction: across the 8 meetings Real Madrid and Manchester City have had, both clubs have won 3 apiece, drawing the other 2. Real has scored 1 more goal across the head-to-heads 13-12. Which goes to show just how tight this matchup has been historically. The situation is eerily similar to 12 months ago. Man City is chasing the Premier League title, while Real has little to play for domestically. The only difference is Los Blancos will not be winning La Liga this time around. So, the advantage is with Real in this case. However, I see things going differently this time. I am going to tip City to win this tie. AC Milan vs Inter Milan. Every season, Serie A fans are treated to at least 2 meetings between these storied clubs. One of the biggest rivalries in world football. One could not have asked for a more entertaining Champions League semifinal. AC Milan 5-3-2. The last time Milan went this far in a UEFA Champions League season, the Rossoneri went on to win the title 2006-2007. In fact, this is only the second time since that 2006-07 triumph that Milan has reached the quarterfinals or further. Now, they have a massive opportunity to reach a 12th UCL final. Stefano Pioli's side goes into this semi-final showdown on a 6-game UCL unbeaten run. They have conceded just twice in that run, keeping a clean sheet in 4 of their last 5 outings. 4 of their 5 victories in the competition has come at the San Siro, where they will play both of their semifinals. As things stand, Milan is the only one of the 4 semifinalists not to be in the top 4 of their league domestically. Sitting 2 points behind Inter for 4th in the Serie A, this tie could have much more implications than just bragging rights. That in mind, the Rossoneri is unbeaten in their last 9 across all competitions, putting them in a rich vein of form heading into the tie. Milan has played in 6 semifinals in the Champions League era, including a matchup against Inter in 2002-2003 which they won on away goals 1-1. The only occasion they failed to successfully negotiate a semifinal was against Barcelona back in 2005-06. The Catalans went on to win that year. Inter Milan 5-3-2. Holding an identical record to their Milan rivals in the Champions League this year. The Nerazzurri is back in this stage for the first time since they last won it in 2009-10. A steady return to the top, Inter is back and looking to make their 6th final in the EC/UCL. Clinching a spot in the last 16 with a game to spare, Inter has been something of an exciting watch in the UCL this campaign. Since falling to Bayern on matchday 1, Simone Inzaghi's men have lost just 1 match in the competition. Also to Bayern on matchday 6. They have kept 6 clean sheets in that period, which has played a crucial role in getting them to this point. Inter is 6-3-1 in their last 10 games across all competitions, winning their last 4. They also are 4th in the Serie A with 4 games to play. Furthermore, they will face Fiorentina in the Coppa Italia final as they look to successfully defend the cup. On the 3 occasions in which Inter lost in the semifinals of this competition, they fell to one of the teams still alive this term, Real Madrid twice and AC Milan. This is just their 3rd Champions League semifinal excluding European Cup. Back in 2009-10, the Nerazzurri defeated Barcelona 3-2 on aggregate en route to the title. Predictions. Across their 4 head-to-heads in Europe, Inter has never defeated Milan. In 2002-2003, Milan prevailed on away goals. 2 years later, the Rossoneri triumphed in the quarterfinals, albeit the second leg was a forfeit. Yet, when considering all competitive matches between the two historically, it is Inter who has the edge, 87-79-69 draws. Who will be in Istanbul for the final between these two? Inter has won 3 of the last 4 matches involving these two. But I like Milan in this one. More is on the line for the Rossoneri as this could be their last chance at Champions League football in 2023/24. Thanks for your watching. Don't forget to click the subscribed button and hit the bell icon for more.